So I've been asked on multiple occasions, can you use an onboard flash for macro photography? Let's find out. Hello, my name's Stewart and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to cover a topic that I've been asked on multiple times via email and personal messenger, and that is, can you use your onboard flash for macro photography? So we are going to find that out now in this video. So unfortunately I cannot use my EOS R for this test because that does not have an onboard flash, so we are going to fall back onto my Canon 650D. This is the camera that started the channel. It's still a solid camera and I still do like this camera. So we're going to jump straight into the testing of this. So what we're going to do is put our maximum amount of extension tubes I would recommend for the 50mm, and that is 65mm of extension tubes. If it doesn't work with this many extension tubes, because what my worry is that with the flash here, the lens combined with the extension tubes might block the light, so if it doesn't work we'll take off some extension tubes until it does. However, if it does work, we know it's going to be good for this type of setup. So in most cases you're going to have one of these. This is an external speed light that you can put on top of your camera, and in most cases this does a fabulous job for macro photography. Now I upped my game from one of these to my Yongnuo twin macro flash, but I never used the onboard flash because it was always deemed useless. So we're going to find out if it really is that useless. So we're going to have to set up a little scene now, and we haven't seen our jumping spiders for quite a while on the channel because I've been doing reviews. So let's get a jumping spider out, let's set up a quick scene and let's test this onboard flash. So we have a young female Phidippus regius jumping spider here. This is the Regal jumping spider. And this one is actually a spider that Lee Hall gave to me because he was sent an extra spider, so he gave me this spider. So we're going to use her in this video now. And I'm not worried about disturbing her at the moment because she does need rehousing into a bigger enclosure anyway, so win-win either way. So I'm going to use a mug. Now again, you can use a Lady Susan to turn your subjects around. I find it just as easy to do on top of a mug. Now I have a various amounts of dried up stuff here that we can place it onto. I think, going to use our dried up tangerine. On a side note, I also started laying this down, like, you know, tapping it and laying it down like that, so that it would have a flat edge on different parts of the tangerine. So you can see there it's flat there as well. So that way I could choose, you know, which side of the tangerine I want to use for my photography. So let's deal with the background. Normally I would do a seamless background, but in this video, just to keep things a little bit different, we're going to do a separated background. So I'm going to use a blue background for this photo. Place that onto my memo clip holders. And we're going to place that there, like so. So this is basically the same setup I would use with my external speed light or my twin macro flash, so we know that this setup works with those. Okay, so let's get our spider out now. Okay, here she is. Now this spider is a young spider, so she's very skittish. She's a little bit scared of me at the moment, so I need to handle her more. So by doing this photo shoot, we are actually going to hit two birds with one stone. We're going to be handling her and getting her used to photography. Okay, so she's on our tangerine now. She's still very skittish. Again, if she's too skittish, then we'll put her back and we'll use a different subject. So for our first test, I'm going to use a bare flash just to see if it works. I have set my 50mm to its minimum focusing distance, so we are getting the maximum amount of magnification out of this setup. I am in manual mode. I am at, let's go to 1/200th of a second on our shutter speed, f7.1 at ISO 400. Let's see if we can get a picture of this little darling now. And as I feared, the lens is getting in the way of the light coming from the onboard flash. But there is a way of fixing that. There's two ways we can fix it. We can remove some extension tubes. So we'll do that now. This is method one. So if you've got no choice, we can remove extension tube and take another picture. There we go. The downside of that method is you're losing magnification. So what if you want the maximum magnification from the first picture that we took, but you want the light on the spider? There's something we can do to fix that, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. I'm going to put back on my extension tubes. And the magic fix is one of these. This is a diffuser. This particular one is from Crafty Bells, link in the description if you want to go and take a look at this. And we're going to put this onto the end of our camera, and not only will it diffuse the light, but it will also make the light source bigger. Let's put that on now. This is the magic ingredient when it comes to macro photography, is diffusing your light. So now, although the flash is here, from the picture's point of view, the light is actually going to be illuminated from the actual diffuser. So it's going to become bigger, it's going to become softer. The downside is it will take more power from this flash to go through here. So has the flash got enough power? Will it work? Let's find out. Let me quickly interrupt this video to ask you, have you checked out my macro backgrounds yet? They are great to download and print out and use as backgrounds in your macro photography. Check them out in the link below, or go to stewartwood.com to purchase your copy of these macro backgrounds. So there we go. There's your answer. Can you use an onboard flash? Yes, you can. Can you use it without a diffuser? No. Well, let's just say yes, you can with a few little gizmos, but it's not the best image. So what I would recommend, if you are looking at using the onboard flash, then do get a decent diffuser for your flash. Now, the little diffusers that go on top of your flash, you find them on eBay for like £2–3. Don't bother, skip them. My advice to you, if you really want to get into macro photography, is to get yourself decent kit. This, it is a bit pricey, particularly if you're outside of Australia, because you've got the shipping, you've got import tax, but this is an absolutely fantastic diffuser. And of course, you can always make your own diffuser if you wish to. So as you can see, you don't need expensive equipment. This is a Canon 650D, £15 extension tubes, a nifty 50, which I bought for £50 off eBay, and we're using the onboard flash along with the Crafty Bells diffuser. Again, you don't have to have this particular diffuser, you can make your own. I won't be covering that in this video because I'm quite happy with that diffuser. Being able to use the onboard flash for macro photography is a yes. Whether it's good or bad, I'll leave it up to you to tell me whether you like the image from the onboard flash or not. Let me know in the comments below. And again, any other questions or any other video suggestions you have, hit me up on social media and I'll do my best to get that done. Like, follow and subscribe to the channel. It does help out the channel if you give it a share as well. I'd be much appreciated. You just legged it. I'll catch you in a minute. But for now, my name is Stewart Wood. I want to thank you for getting to the end of this video, and I will see you on the next video. They need to put... They don't need to do anything. Now this is the classic setup I had for the channel from the beginning. There. So this is my classic setup I had for the channel from the beginning. How long ago was it now? 2.5 years? I came from one of these to my young Nuo Spurtler. There is a method we can do to fix. And this is the... I don't know what's wrong with my voice there. Being able to use the onboard flash is one thing. Whether it gives good results is another thing. So I will let that... Oh, God.